Hello, all you little damned furries there. I know why you're here. You're here to watch more animal-on-animal violence, aren't you? Yes. I know what's up. I understand. It's an honest pursuit, honestly. I don't mind over much. I think it's in fact rather beneficial, really, yes. But I must condemn your motivations, of course. As I also condemn Streamlabs Trouble too. There we go. It actually found the video game too. That's lovely. Fantastic. The video game works, Streamlabs works, everything is just great. Now if I can just stack up the little windows over on the side here, then everything will be just fantastic. There we go. Alright, we'll do another round of Ratropolis, I think, before we start moving on to other things. This upcoming week is going to be filled with quite a lot of stuff after all, so one more round of this, because this is a fun little video game. I don't mind this too much. Plus, I want to actually win a goddamn game of this too. That'd be nice as well. Let's begin with, we'll do a little poll for what we're going to start with. So, we did builder lots last time, so let's exclude builder. I can only have 3 options. Let's see then, so... I saw Dev picked up this game too, that little furry bastard. To be fair, it's a very good game, even though it is, you know, designed this way. Shaman, scientist, merchant, and navigator. We haven't played navigator. Navigator. There you go, we'll put that up as a little poll there. I should add in random as well, shouldn't I? We'll do random after this. I personally prefer random, frankly. Because that's the only way true men play video games. By playing random. Everything that isn't random is for women, and children, and small furred animals about to be run over on the highway. Like guinea pigs and marshmallows, yes. This is a pretty damn cool game. I wish the creators would move on to do some more. I think they're primarily a mobile dev, so maybe they're doing shit on mobile, I guess. Entirely possible. Oh, it isn't that the sound isn't playing, it's that whenever I tab away to do something on YouTube, it does cut the video game sound, because I've currently got the sound just tied up to the desktop, that's why. Random does not lead to loss, Tomoe. You just need to know every character in the game and all of their skills and all of their decks. It's nothing difficult. Kibs also lead to failures, that's true. Kibs is the leading cause of loss in most communities I've discovered over my time. See, the best part would be random leader and then random deck as well. So you get random general cards thrown in there while you're playing Shaman or Navigator. That'd be hilarious. I'd like that. Also, that is not a parrot on his shoulder, by the way. It is a slug, because as we all know, rats have a close and deep symbiotic relationship with slugs. I think. I'm sure there's some study out there that proves that. Let's see, a scientist is leading. Of course it is, because scientist sucks, that's why. Obviously scientist is leading. Oh, fair enough, fair enough. 119 votes, so the majority have voted, with a 34% lead for scientists, contra the highest being 26 for shaman. Alright, that looks pretty determined then. Damn. There really should be a way for me to influence the polls, you know? In the modern day, democracy has so many meanings. And I think my democracy should have some too. Especially when it determines scientists. 35%. Alright, scientist it is then. Very well. Scientist. Oh, Jesus Christ. On a bike. Just random. Right. Okay, if I keep losing, I'm gonna need to reset the pollution level to baby's first video game. But for now, let's keep it at max difficulty, shall we? By the way, this is my excuse for losing, okay? I have got it set to 11, right? This is hard mode, okay? It's fine. Dun, 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 dun. Right. And so the fog parts to reveal my suicidal attempt at playing scientist. Right. House, obviously, that's always a good start. Grain is also useful, and we are now poor. Lovely. The scientist's unique ability thing is the discovery, which can transform certain cards into other cards. No, chat, I do not trust the signs. I'm allowed to say that now. Oh, God. There's some really spicy shit. Apparently, scrap quantum plane. Oh, I don't want that. There's apparently some really spicy shit about to come out of Japan on the whole trust the science thing. Ah, there we go. So the lab rat is a morph card. So when I click this, it'll give me a thing. And if this is useful, not really. I guess I'll take ambush. And that will morph that into mutant, as you can see, which is a different and usually better variant of the card. Ambush is bloody useless. It gives 50 damage to a target enemy, which sounds good until you realize that, you know, it'll kill a basic bit zombie rat, but it basically won't kill anything else, which is the problem. And yes, he did indeed become trans. As you can see, he has transitioned into a larger and burlier and angrier form of scientist. I don't think we should ask too many questions about how that works or how that makes sense. Okay, decent amount of money to begin with. Okay, so the Ratrons as well. So the scientists have little robots. Now, the robots are kind of good, but every time they die, they turn into scrap, which junk up your deck. So, they're actually not very good. They're actually complete nuts and garbage. Preserve, first second, the ball happens to gain whenever you use a leader ability. I mean, it's not awful, but it's not good either, so screw that shit. F that noise. Male to alpha male transition. Ooh, there's a transitioning I can get behind. Yeah. Right, we're going to preserve those two cards. 1+8 to all military cards. That's not good, honestly. 1 and 8 is not amazing, but it's something, and I'll take it. Mercer Holt donates a very generous $50. Thank you very much, sir. To say... Moment, there we go. Hey Arch, I've got a quick question. A buddy of mine is running an only war campaign with his fiancée and her friends. The catch is they want to run a felonid regiment. What kind of role would they fill? You know, beyond officer's mattress? I do like the term officer's mattress, by the way. It's a really good one. What role would the... What do you mean? Like the felonids themselves? Like as in a whole regiment? I'm pretty sure they could be just a regular... Alright, so the felonids, they have like one line of lore, I think, and that's about it. And so you could pretty much make up whatever you want. You want them to be a high-tech regiment, that could absolutely work. A tank regiment, mechanized, that would work too. I imagine with it being like cats, maybe... engineering? Logistics support regiment? Something like that. Something a bit more technical, maybe, because then you can get fur and everything and have it short catastrophically? Yes. Have it catastrophically explode. That'd be funny. Scout. Yeah, no, that's not a bad one either. Like Night Specialist Scouting Regiment. That's a good suggestion, chat. Yeah, that could work. Not much of a regimental gimmick, more of like a specialization within the thing, but yeah, that's not a bad idea. Yeah. Scouts, gorillas. Yes, gorilla warriors. Does any of this make sense, by the way? No, it really actually kinda doesn't. I mean, detonator isn't the worst thing in the human universe, I guess. We might as well plonk that down. A little bit of inshallah. Always good. Moral support. Snipers. See, I don't know if sniper will work. Like, cats have good night vision. Do they have good, like, actual vision? Like, day vision? Vision? I don't even know. I never asked my cat, like, hey, can you see during the daylight hours? I presume he could, because, you know, he didn't bonk into doors as often when there was lights outside. We can play the cheese card and the grain card and get some more cards. There's going, well... Moral support, like what the Japanese did to the Chinese women. Very spicy. Yes, the Japanese did not treat the populace of their conquered nation particularly well. It wasn't just the Chinese either. The Koreans too were frequently applied, or frequently used more correctly as, I didn't want to freeze the rebel card. That's just dumb. Although it does take it out of my horde, which isn't actually the worst thing in the entire bloody universe. They did it to Korean women as well, where they brought them with them on campaigns to provide comfort to the men. I believe that was the actual terminology, comfort women or something like that. The Japanese were particularly gnarly little bastards. Let's get rid of the rebel card because it's cluttering up my stuff. Play another one of those. Discovery, fungal growth, espionage. Next reader. Permanent plus 10 cost reader. That's awful. None of these are useful in the goddamn slightest. Luckily, it's an ephemeral card, so it'll go away when I don't play it. Oh, the Japanese during World War II. I'm looking forward to doing like a big video just talking about how they turned out the way they did, how they got rotten. Spoiler alert, it was the media. Not even kidding. A lot of it was unironically the mainstream. I should play that one first. The mainstream Japanese media at the time. It turned a nation that was once, like, the Japanese became famous during the Sino-Russian War, the war between Russia and Japan, for remarkably meritorious and correct treatment of prisoners of war. Like, the Europeans were shocked, frankly, like, what? The Ching Chongs can treat other humans decently? To be fair, after, shit like the Boxer Rebellion, questions had been raised in that regard. But no, they treated the Russian prisoners incredibly well, better than the Russians treated the Japanese prisoners. Their performance during the First World War as well. Is any of this useful? Repair? Nah. Scrap shower? Nah. One battery card to your hand. Frankly, none of this is worthwhile. Ambush, I guess. Where was I? Mutant. Yep, let's play Mutant there. Ooh, generator isn't bad. Let's get that. Defensive wall. Biolab isn't the worst either, but it's not good either. We'll freeze these. What the hell was I on about? It's a wonderful question. Oh, yes. They treated the Russian prisoners incredibly well. And even during the First World War, when they helped the British to defeat the German garrison in... Where was it? Shanghai? No. It was somewhere. Anyways, there was a small German garrison. Jesus Christ. The rats are distracting me. That's going to be my excuse for now. Anything useful? Mining robot is actually not bad. I'll take mining robot. Again, they both performed and acted brilliantly. Nobody had any real complaints whatsoever. And then, in between the world wars, they went completely and utterly batshit insane. Xing Tao, yes, thank you. Good chat. They're like completely insane. Like, Jesus Christ. If I recently read about the campaign in the Philippines, for example, when the American liberation of the Philippines, more precisely, rather than the Japanese conquest of it, and the shit they did to the civilian population is ridiculous. Like, when there was an ancient castle there, again I can't quite remember the name of it off the top of my head now, but it was used as a de facto internment camp by the Japanese at the time for a bunch of Filipino civilians. And they also used them as, well, de facto hostages. And when it became clear that the Americans were going to cream pie every last single one of them, they went on... Ooh, Robin Hood, very nice. They went on an absolute ludicrous rampage amongst the civilians. Rapes, beheadings, straight up torturous executions. The worst shit you could possibly imagine of just drunken rages. Plague, Bane Rat, 2 rat citizens. Like, horrible, horrible shit. Absolutely ridiculously awful shit. And they did it as a matter of fact. Like, it was what they were supposed to do, because the Filipinos basically weren't even humans. And, you know, the Americans were going to kill them all anyway, so they might as well go as completely and utterly off-the-wall insane as humanly possible. And again, this came from the incredibly disciplined and humanitarian forces of the First World War. Jesus. Is that what a plague rat is? Oh my god. I didn't know. It's a prego rat which explodes, presumably as its babies smash against the wall. That's pretty inhumane too, can't deny. What's the battery do again? Oh. That's actually really fucking awesome. Let's use static there, put that down, and boom. That's actually really goddamn awesome. I love that. Mercer Holt says, must go... God, scroll YouTube. Must go get some sleep to have a delivery to make at 1 a.m. Have fun, Arch. Also, gotta love how most of the evil leaders were literal desk jockeys. Yes, that's another thing as well, isn't it? Tojo was not a great leading from the front kind of guy. And let's not forget Unit 731 either. Ah, yes, the Japanese bioweapons experiment unit. It too was interesting. Ooh, surprise Ratrons, not a bad. Static, I have to have static at some point. Static is almost a key mechanic for these little retards. Play that. I mean, that doesn't really actually matter, so let's just turn that over. Defensive wall. Oh god, I need to do a video on Unit CS731 too. That video ain't getting monetized, I'll tell you that much. Jesus effing Christ. It was a bio-warfare unit, basically, that decided to test out various biological weapons and experiments on just people, you know. just humans. Because why not? It's the best environment to get reliable results, I suppose. The shit this unit did made what the Germans did just appear fucking cute by comparison, straight up, unironically. Like, the Germans, to put this into perspective, the Germans were throwing Jews into icy water just to figure out how long it took them to freeze to death. And even so, by comparison, what the Japanese did was worse. A lot worse. Ay. Ambush. Fair enough, we'll put that over there. Oh, wait, hold on. I was going to play that, because that'll be really nice for the mining Ratron, which are probably earning me a ridiculous amount of cash right now. Backstab that. Surprise rat on over there. I'll put down a static. I'm half tempted to preserve the cheese, but nah, that's probably a bit overkill. Don't go too crazy on the econ, Arch. That's what killed you every single last one time. Waiting for the video on why the Americans did nothing wrong in World War II, and that if Japan didn't want fire, they shouldn't have wood buildings. No, dear waifu. Yes. Alex Adamson, for example, they performed dissection on babies while they were still alive. Oh yeah, no shit. I've even heard allegations that they performed experiments on the fetuses still inside their mothers. Oh yeah, the Japanese were... They were heavy duty. They were really goddamn heavy duty. Yeah, no, it was some shit. It was some shit. But I mean, I'm about to do an NBA here. Like, hold on, the Americans were pretty shitty too. Okay. It's like, listen, both sides. Oh god. I do hate the both-sidism of the modern day the media. Like, the NBA in particular has this bad. I saw, this was on Twitter, one of those little press conferences where some NBA head honcho dude Madhu was asked, like, so, what do you feel about the protests going on in China? Like, this is some pretty nasty abuse of power, wouldn't you say? Like, do you have any comments? And he was just like, well, you know, we Americans did some pretty bad shit too. Like, I mean, sure. That's not really what we're talking about right now. Oh, heavens. There is some idiocy on... Oh, God, scrap. I do hate scrap a great deal. Another surprise Ratron, I believe, because they are pretty great when they die. Oh, right. I should probably have remembered the fact that wall was basically dead. Yes, that would have been intelligent of me, but I didn't. Whataboutism? The mass firebombing campaign of Japan was fairly nasty. Yeah, fairly nasty. Purification cards. Nope, that one's much better because it'll actually earn me money. Mathematician. I can't think whilst playing this video game. What's wrong with you, game? No, absolutely not. Overcharge, static automation. None of these are actually useful right now. Did the other wall get damaged by any chance? It did, kinda, a little bit. So there you go. Mutant. We'll just play that. No issues. Ooh, okay, right. There is a potentially delectable opportunity here. Let's just empty that shit out. Let's call that in a little bit early. And, oh god, I'm on the furries already? No! That's awful. I don't want to be on the furries already. But now I get 2 tier 2 houses. Yay! Put down another wall. Put down more static to make the furries all floofy and angry at me. God, I was kind of hoping I wouldn't be on the floofies already. Well, such is life. 3-second wait period. I can deal. Stone skin is theoretically good, but I need some actual effing military units before that's going to be useful. Defensive wall. Yep. Library is not a bad pick either. I mean, that's not awful, but it's not great either. We're going after all the dice on a military card. Musketeer! Perfect. That's a great one. Any thoughts on doing another run on RimWorld, says Kaijun Liu. With ideology and the ability to have kids and passed on traits and possibilities are endless. Maybe. I mean, now that I can do streaming, there's no reason why I wouldn't do all kinds of ridiculously weird things. So how much range do you have now? Oh god, it's so expensive. Put down stone skin there. The library, I cannot afford that in a million years. Which will... I can't even preserve them. Let's preserve them. Oh, perfect. No! 15 money! Come on, I want to upgrade these 2 bitches. That'll be great. Ah, there you go. Fantastic. Right. Static? Static? No. Allahu Akbar. Because with the Allahu Akbar on, I could put that down if I could fucking afford it, but I can't. Put that out there, put that up. Should have played that first because I'm a bloody moron. There you go. Alright, do I need more mining ratrons now? I mean, it's 6 money per attack. It's kind of worth it. 138. Fuck me most ungently. That's expensive. Alright. I've got 13 over there. I've got 9 over here. So this needs... reinforcing far more immediately. Upgrade those 2. Plunk down a house. Want to preserve one of the level 1 cheeses and play the level 2 instead? Seems like it would make you more money. It would, but yeah, it's like $5, so it's like, eh. As long as I've got a cheese there, and so long as that is actually preserved, I don't run the risk of upgrading that when I use my my batteries, which means I can actually kind of nail down what will and won't be upgraded. That's why. Dwarf Fortress coming on the 6th of April. Oh god, do I know? Yes, yes I do. I'm looking forward to that quite a bit. Ooh, more static. Static is a really low damage card, but it gives them that little thing over there, which does like extra damage. So if you can pop down a lot of them, I think it's every 3 static charges or something like that. It actually stuns them, which is great. Ooh, research. Research is very good. It costs a ridiculous amount of rats, but it is also ludicrously powerful. Ooh, raid. Right. I still don't have enough money for anything. Okay, let's put down... Oh, Jesus. The Musketeer's going to have so much range now. It's not going to be quite enough, is it? It's going to be just a little bit too short range. When we get more of them, we're going to move them back to the rear ranks. Alright, research. Play that. Play pottery first. Fuck. Please upgrade the research. Thank you. That upgrades 2 random cards for 150 bucks. I need more Ratrops. I'm burning my money so goddamn fast. So these guys, they give you money dependent upon their attack skill every few seconds, which makes them really, really quite cool. They also, of course, also eat up your rat citizens, which suck a little bit, but they're still a very, very great economy engine. Rambo 3000, nuclear hot take here. The bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki actually saved lives in the long run. And here's another. Maybe the nuclear area had to begin in horror, so it doesn't end in horror. See? Ooh, healing potion. Yes, definitely. Bomb rat. God, 230 fucking 4. Save my nuts, please. Video game. You have any idea how expensive that is? And none of this will help me out in making it less expensive. Leader ability. I would have loved the bomb Ratron, but that ain't bloody happening. Preserve, because then I can upgrade those 2 and play the breed, obviously. Place down the mutant there. Do I have any cards I don't need right now? I'm tempted to start purging the cheeses. Let's purge the grain. Right, 455. I still don't have any money. Cheese. Right, let's just save for a second then. See, it's not as hot tech as you think, because, no, I absolutely agree. The estimates of the casualties during an invasion of Japan were on the wrong side of hilarious, frankly. Oh, Christ. I can't afford either one, but it's going to have to be the rat citizens then. F me, most ungently. I don't remember the name of the operation either. But yeah, no, the invasion would have cost a lot of lives. A frightening quantity of lives, no question about it. It would have been lethal, ridiculously so. Change 5 allies to brand new units. So the cruel thing with the morph potion is it usually gives you much better units. Like that one, for example. Yes, the heavily armored egg thing. That one's pretty great. I should just take money soon, shouldn't I? Experiments? No. House. And not to mention as well, yeah, you're also right on the second point too. If you blow up a bunch of people, and you really demonstrate how what the nuclear bomb could do, because before anybody detonated a nuclear bomb, no one knew what it could do. In fact, most people were kind of wondering, like, okay, well, what'll even happen when this thing detonates? There were some people that claimed that it could actually destroy the entire Earth, because the theory was, when you detonated a nuclear bomb, it would set off the hydrogen in the atmosphere, I think it was, and basically engulf the entire Earth in a fiery nuclear holocaust right off the bat, which, like, okay. I'm impressed you decided to risk it at the end of the day. It was a relatively low percent chance, mind you, but even so, you know, somebody was like, yeah, this is worth risking the entirety of humanity for. I don't particularly see the problem there. Other people thought it might create not a nuclear, but ooh, yes. Other people thought that it would create a miniature black hole that would instantly just suck the Earth into it and destroy all of us, just like that. Yeah. They had some pretty pessimistic ideas for what might happen in the market. Plaza would be nice. Plaza would be kind of great. I really need to be putting down a lot more musketeers than I currently am. And of course, due to the fact that it created so much devastation and it's so deeply impregnated. I know the word I'm trying to speak, but I don't think my brain wishes to allow me. I keep saying impregnated. So deeply No, can't do it. So deeply ingrained itself, that's another word that means basically the same thing, upon our public psyche, it meant that we weren't really going to be detonating another one anytime soon. Although I say that, there were those who were quite interested in doing just that. MacArthur, for example, argued quite vehemently that if we don't use the nukes, then why the fuck do we have them, you know? The Chinese intervened in Korea, so he was like, right, let's make Shanghai glow at night. MacArthur was a heavy-duty individual in his own right. Nuclear pregnancy. Ooh. Well, see, you say that as if it's a bad thing, but I don't know if nuclear pregnancy would actually be a bad thing. It would probably spawn superheroes, would we be Nito Cheeto, I think. Yeah. Frankly, I mean, couldn't the world use a couple superheroes right now? I think it could. Let's get a house, pottery, that. Transform the scrap, which gives us a healing potion. I will take that, because the healing potion is always nice. Put that on there. Still need more musketeers, but I don't have any goddamn effing rats because they take 3 rats a pop. To be fair, they're also ridiculously powerful, so I guess I understand. Is it still not upgraded? I really need to upgrade that card, but I don't have enough rats, isn't? F me. Monkey D Nice says, hot take, Woodrow Wilson was worse than any other leader back then and made the Second World War possible by pushing off the Japanese and the Americans. Woodrow Wilson. See, God damn it. God help me, my brain is stopping working for a second right now. The guy in the wheelchair. I'm sure that rings some bells to someone, like the man in the wheelchair. Jesus Christ. See, I want to say Theodore Roosevelt, but I know that's wrong, isn't it? I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, but Roosevelt. You get who I'm talking about. Roosevelt was probably the worst president in American history. Straight up. He did so much damage. So much damage to America. So incalculable damage. He was the guy also, because when before him, there wasn't really necessarily a term limit on presidents. It was just understood. You had a gentleman agreement. Franklin Delano Roosevelt, thank you. Yes, you had a gentleman's agreement between the two parties that no president sits for more than 2 terms unless there is some really ridiculously extenuating circumstance. Unless something ridiculous is happening, a president doesn't run for 2 terms. Because that's too much power, but at the same time, it's power that might be necessary. Like, if the country is currently undergoing major widespread reformations, for example, then 8 years might not be enough time to get all of it done, in which case you're going to need another term. But because he ran for a 4th term, wasn't it? It was 4th term, wasn't it? Whilst dying, which is just, again, this is why I think he was the worst president in American history, because the dude knew he was dying. He was under absolutely no illusions that he was not fit for office. He still decided to run. He still elected to do so, despite knowing absolutely, unquestionably, that he shouldn't. Hate the guy. Hate him. There's also a lot of interesting suggestions as well about other various forms of malfeasance, which I will be covering in my historical videos on Pearl Harbor, for example. Yep, 3rd and a 4th, despite being basically dead at that point, yep. I mean, hell, the thing is, Biden isn't even nearly as bad as he is. Like, he genuinely actually isn't. Franklin Delano Roosevelt, it has been actually literally proven that his wife ran the White House for him. Like, she was the one who was signing the goddamn document. Nobody had voted for his wife to be running the country, and yet that is exactly what was happening. Awful. Awful person. Put down the morph potion, the alloys, put down another defensive wall. I'm doing relatively okay right now, which worries and scares me in equal measures. I am starting to run out of meat on this flank, though, which I'm not a massive fan of. Another musketeer would be nice. I am rapidly running out of meat. Ugh, that one. Peddler, required for buying cards. Card upgrade. I really don't actually need that, so it has to be territory expansion instead. Let's get researcher going. I need more meat. I need more, it would actually be great if I could get some oh god, Ratrons now. Some robots would actually be excellent right now. You and Racifist need to collaborate on that video. Yes, I know Racifist is no fan of FDR either, and I very much so understand. Breed! Continue to breed, my minions! Bang each other most ferociously and continuously. That was not what I wanted you to upgrade at all. In the slightest. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. And the thing is, the entire problem with the American democracy can be basically nailed down to a one single simple principle. Back in the day, the near entirety of the American democracy was built on the idea of gentlemen's agreements. Not all of it, obviously, but a lot of it was. Where basically everyone was like, alright, democracy, it isn't perfect, we're all really smart people. All of the founding fathers could find 7 different ways of abusing the Constitution in one way or another. They all saw the loopholes, they all saw the problems, but they were like, okay, we're never going to have a completely perfect system. It isn't going to happen. There's always going to be flaws. There's always going to be something somewhere to abuse in some way. So instead of striving for the perfect, which is, as we all know, always the enemy of the good, of course, let's instead simply say, we're not going to do it. We're not actually going to abuse the obvious holes in the system, because it would undermine everything. It would weaken both sides if we started doing this shit. Nice and simple. And that lasted for 100 odd years, but slowly but surely, inch by inch, step by step, the one gentleman agreement was breached, and then another was violated, and then another was violated, and then another was violated, and then another, and so on, and so on, and so on, until we have the current day system, where both parties seems to be actively competing with one another about who can abuse the system the most. Senator Liang Yang says, I remember reading somewhere that the nukes were unnecessary and that Japan was already trying to surrender, but got rejected. Ah, that's another interesting topic. Oh, goddammit. Alright. Give me a second here. I'm just gonna crack my neck here for a second. Get ready. Oh god, this is gonna be busy. This is old school Arch content here, where I just go from one ludicrous, incoherent rant to the other, isn't it? So the Japanese surrender thing. That's another really interesting topic because yes, no, Japan was trying to surrender, kind of. Kind of. Because there were forces within the Japanese government. Because here's the other thing, too. The Japanese government is not directly comparable to almost any other government, practically. It's, can I not play it? I can't play that. What's wrong with you, video game? Shut up. I can't totally play that. F you. It's not really directly comparable to democracy, duh, and it's also not directly comparable to fascism either. It was an authoritarian government, undoubtedly, no question about it, but it wasn't fascist in the Nazi understanding of the word, or even the, Italian fascist understanding of the word. It was closer to a modern-day theocratic authoritarianship. Like, I'm sure there's a better word for it, which I'll eventually need to actually discover, but it was an extremely authoritarian theocracy. And in fact, practically all of its authority stemmed not from the government, not from the consent of the governed, even though Japan was a democracy. Limited one, anyways. The right to govern stemmed from the emperor, and this was not this wasn't some bullshit. It wasn't some like Western, Christianity thing where it's like the president like, oh yeah, I swear upon the Bible. No. They genuinely believed this shit. The emperor was God to the Japanese people. This shit had been beaten into them since they were babies. Like, there were rules, for example, that when you went to school in the morning, they would have little lunch boxes that were like homemade lunch boxes. They would just, give them some rice and some stuff, and they would wrap it up in newspapers and shit like that. And the school children were told to instruct their parents to make sure that they didn't use any newspapers with the image of the emperor when they wrapped up their food, because that would be sacrilege. Like, that's the level we're talking about here. Like, Mommy, you weren't thinking of wrapping up my food in that newspaper, were you? Because, there's a picture of the emperor in there. They genuinely believed this stuff. Absolutely. And because of this, it wasn't so easy as to just, more from Trenchard, that's nice. It wasn't so simple as to just say, like, oh god, we're gonna surrender. Because a lot of the population had swallowed this shit hook, line, and sinker. It wasn't just propaganda to them. When the dudes at the top told the populace that we're gonna fight on to the bitter end, the American pig dogs, God will help us. We've got literally God on our side. A lot of the populace believed that shit. And there had been a long history of rampant assassinations by military officials against political leaders that were even perceived to go against the wishes of the God Emperor. And the scale of this shit. So it wasn't just like stuff like, the assassination of JFK, where people are like, oh, well, the military did it. No, it was the Jewish mafia. No, it was the gay mafia. No, it was the aliens. No. It wasn't a conspiracy at all. Military officers in military uniform. Oh, Christ. We've got the... I hate the fucking lizardmen so much because they've got those arrows things, and those arrows, they wipe everything just straight out. They are absolutely terrifying because the fire lasts for absolute ages, and they will kill your rats like there's no tomorrow. Awful things. So yeah, fully dressed up officers wearing the full paraphernalia would walk into politicians' homes and shoot them dead. just like nothing. Like that was just what they did. That was just a thing that they did. Like, in that kind of environment, you're gonna be really fucking careful when you're suggesting that the God Emperor is about to lose the war and maybe you should surrender. So there were efforts to surrender within the Japanese government. There absolutely were. But there were also lots of hardliners who, they'd drunk the Kool-Aid. They were absolutely convinced that no, at some point in the not-too-distant future, God Emperor Hirohito is going to step down from the chrysanthemum throne and just fucking kill all of the Americans. Like, it sounds like such a fucking fairy tale, but in their mind it wasn't. And they needed also perfect consent, because that was another thing too. To avoid embarrassing the emperor... Oh, goddammit, I fucking hate those goddamn fucking arrow motherfuckers so very goddamn much. Just use the beam of death and nonsense over there to buy myself a little bit of time. Another musketeer would be fantastic, as would a thunderstorm, but... Ah, right. That was the market, not the goddamn dude. I'm focusing too much on the right flank right now, but it's basically so I can hopefully make the right-hand side actually impervious. That's my hope. By just having the musketeers be able to gun down anything attacking the wall over there. And then I'm hoping to use the hyper beam to deal with everything else. Like, I cannot deal with the fucking archers. I just can't. Like, the archer is the hard counter to every single rat that relies on units. It wipes everything off the map like it's nothing. And you can't kill it because your dudes don't actually have the ability to shoot the rear fucking ranks. Alright, gonna do coal there. Put down a musketeer way back there. Yeah. I'm in a bit of deep shit. The problem with the hyper beam is it delays your next draw by a ridiculous amount too. So the musketeer managed to deal with that. Lovely. Now we'll push him up. Alright, another house, more little dudes. I need to rebuild the left flank, that's priority now. It's just, I don't know if that's going to be bloody possible. Put down a static. Zap some of them. Surprise Ratron, whatever I've got, really. Rebuild that, buy time. Put down mining robots, anything and everything. Oh, those... They're gonna wipe out this flank too, because I do not have a counter to those fucking things. I just don't. I just do not have a counter to the fucking fire. Yep, that's... Yeah, I'm dead. I don't have a counter to the fire. I just simply don't. I hate the fucking lizards so much. Yep, they killed all of the musketeers in that flank. Yeah, my ass is grass. Yep, I'm dead. The only way you can beat them is if you can get... Like, if you get enough musketeers, that can work, because they wipe out the front ranks, and then you can deal with them. That's potential. Or, you need to get a very small deck with a lot of static, and then you can kinda nuke/stun them down. But yeah, if you rely on, like, military units, the fire lizard will just kill your ass. Just kill your ass. Let's see. Gunfolk 61, Woodrow Wilson is still worse than FDR, but not by much. Maybe. I'll have to look into Woodrow Wilson at some point too. Okay, let's try random this time then, shall we? And yeah, random once again. Gigatwin, old school arch rants are great, like back in the old Mordheim videos. Praise be the bridge god. Yes, it's old school content. And it gives me the merchant. Okay. Not actually the biggest fan of the merchant. I'm not a huge connoisseur of the merchant. He's the most reliable, yes, because he has some pretty good abilities that allow you to, well, avoid some of the more annoying elements of the card draw mechanics. He reduces the RNG a pinch, which is absolutely worthwhile, but it's just, you know, predictability is boring, in my opinion. ShadowFox2300 says, and that is why Miyazaki's Grave of the Fireflies is one of my favorites of his movies, because it shows that. Oh yeah, no. Grave of the Fireflies is an excellent little movie. Grain. I'm not going to put down you unless I really need you. Checked it. Mr. Twisted Frenzy says, did the Emperor survive the nukes, or did he go down with the ships? No, Hirohito survived the nukes, and he didn't go down with the ship. No. Hirohito in post-war has pretty much complained and whinged his way out of all responsibility. In large part due to MacArthur, who is another person in history I absolutely loathe, incidentally. MacArthur was a piece of shit. Yes, a very large one. He was not a particularly great general, and he was an enormous braggart and a blowhard. Yes, and he did awful stupid things. Let's upgrade that. The rebel card does a bit annoying. Right, workshop, labor time, inn. Oh yes, inn is a big deal. We do need the inn. So this is one of the big deals of the merchants. You can actually refresh the page so long as you haven't bought anything in it, which is major. Night Watch. Okay, so the unique merchant mechanic is the service mechanic. So the dudes are only hang around for a certain amount of time before despawning. This is massive because it means that if you spawn a Night Watchman, he's only there for 120 seconds. And he's there for 10 seconds less for... 10 seconds less for every ally nearby that dies. So he will eventually just run away straight up, which makes him extraordinarily unreliable. Very, very much so. Oh, God. If I die at, like, wave 1, I'm going to be very, very embarrassed at myself. Which is why I don't really want to put them down until I've got a way to extend their service. But, well, if you don't put them down at all, you don't have any melee fighters for the initial battles, which is very, 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 very bad. Yes. MacArthur basically adopted the Emperor as his private little pet, in large part because he wanted the prestige of the Emperor, where he basically covered up most of his wrongdoings. And so in post-war years, Hirohito came across to many as this figure that was very, very, reluctant, very, very distant. He didn't really know what was going on. It was all the mean generals, that Tojo in particular, with his silly round glasses. Bad Tojo. That wasn't the case. That was not the case at all. Did the Emperor have full ideas of what was going on? Probably not. But he absolutely knew there was a war on. Obviously, he knew there was a goddamn fucking war on. And he wasn't necessarily that big of an opponent of it either. Like, we have writings of him going like, yes, crush the American pig dogs now. They took from me my islands. Military leaders, you promised me you'd nuke the bad Americans. Do something. Or not nuke them, but you get my drift. Now, he was on the Kool-Aid too, at least in part. So I do not excuse him, not at all. ShadowFox2300 says, you should check out the video they made about the dude who survived both nukes. I know that guy, yes. Not gonna lie, it was kind of ironic. He said that nukes should have been dropped on a battlefield. Yeah, no, I know the guy. He was, oh God. What was he? He was a fairly high-ranking individual within the Japanese order of things, too. And he'd traveled to Hiroshima, and then he got on a train to travel to Nagasaki, or the other way around, I can't remember. And he got nuked twice. And survived. Which, it's like, man, I'm impressed. You kind of have to be. Honey Drink is really good. I'm tempted to do a refresh because there's something that's even better than Honey Drink. But I think we're going to take Honey Drink for now, because Honey Drink is one of the kind of key core components of a good merchant build. Should I file for a buck? Yeah, because I've already wounded this wall a little bit. Let's play it a pinch safe. Oh God, like I read about this guy relatively recently, but I can't remember what he was doing. Was he in the Navy? Or was he the guy who was dealing with like the suicide boats? There was another funny story too, where a that was the lucky guy, wasn't it? The guy on the fuck. It's escaping my memory right now, but the there was a ship, the Yukikaze? Yukikaze? No, it wasn't the Yukikaze. It was the I literally have the Azur Lane ship girl waifu just in my head, in my mind's eye right now, and I cannot for the life of me remember the name. But he was reassigned from a destroyer captain to oversee the suicide boat regiment, the Tokubutai? It had like a long, retarded Japanese name for speedboat, which I can't remember. But he was like, just Jesus Christ, are we doing this? Like, are we actually doing this shit? We've got plywood boats here. Are we actually going to send a dude in a plywood boat filled with explosives against US battleships? Is this the strategy now? Like, really? Like, his reaction to that was just fantastic. Like, up until that point, he'd been cautiously optimistic, right? He was like, yeah, American shit's getting awfully advanced. Like, I don't know if we can win this. But when they reassigned him to that, and he saw the fucking plywood boats, that was the moment he was like, yeah, we're fucked. He literally wrote to his wife, like, maybe you should leave the cities for a while. They're gonna get effing bombed. And they did. That was kind of brilliant. Oh, Jesus. And then I hit my microphone. And in the dingly bong, too. So, excuse the vibrations that just traveled through the entirety of your body there. It's fine. Honey, drink, gather, house. Shadow Fox 2030 says, instead of civilians considering what they did to civilian populations. Yes, the nuke the battlefield thing. Well, the thing is, it wouldn't have been all that effective on the battlefield. The Japanese were quite good at digging deep into the dirt, and they probably would have been able to weather a nuclear blast relatively easily, so it would probably not have done anything. Plus, the leadership in Tokyo wouldn't have given two rats' buttholes about their dudes in the field getting nuked. One cost of this card. The Marauder is... It's a very difficult card to get right, in my opinion. None of these are good. Well, let's just get another house. I need the mercenary captain. That's what I need. Real bad. Hopefully this merchant is bringing him to him. If not, I'll have to re-roll. Livestock is a nice card, but I really need the caravan dude. It didn't give it to me. Dick. Muy dick. Mansion isn't awful, but it's really effing huge. Fletcher is pretty good. We'll take Fletcher. Punk down the house. So we've got 10 guys over there, 7 guys over there. Torpedo Spice Factory, for a very generous $30, thank you very much, sir, says, hey Arch, been watching you for years now, love your lore videos. Often do I bore my wife with 40k lore. Good, she deserves it, I'm sure. That can be a positive thing as well. Are you ever going to do another limited edition type merch like your mouse pads? Got 6, number 6 out of 50, still use it today. Never say never. Maybe. I mean, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Yeah, maybe. Those did reasonably well. It would be a good way for Arch to pad his pastry funds. Yes. Oh no, that was not what I fucking intended to do. Now was it? Kill me. Right, honey, drink over there this time. Expansion. Psh, it's a waste putting on a house, but it's basically what I've got. Maybe. I've even got the ability to do something pretty cool with that, actually. Maybe. I'll consider it, if I don't forget about it 5 minutes later. Glow in the Dark says, MacArthur was right about the Chinese question, and he was right about Soviet subversion in America. Woodrow, FDR, and however, reinstated central banks are some of the worst presidents. Lincoln was a tyrant. I'll actually give this the MacArthur, right? MacArthur was a dreadful general, in my opinion, and he was a bloviating fucking braggart as well, but he was a much better president than FDR was. Much better president than FDR was. Not necessarily a high bar, that, mind you, but it's still praise, and he wasn't a terrible president either, he wasn't. I would say Eisenhower was probably even better because he made, better grips, and yeah, he put the country into a lot of debt, but the road system is excellent, and that will have helped the economy in the long term. He probably earned you more money than he wasted. Americans. But yeah, China. The problem is there wasn't enough aid given to nationalist China. That was the issue. Because nationalist China was viewed at the time as a very corrupt piece of shit regime. Because they were a very corrupt piece of shit regime. And a lot of people weren't overly interested in pouring money into a corrupt, shitty regime. And, fair blood enough. But It lacked the long view, shall we say. If they had realized what that corrupt, shitty regime would eventually turn into, they might have changed their minds a little bit. Like, oh, wow. This is actually vastly superior to the alternative. Yes, it is. Honey drink over there. Grain. I need a merchant booth. That would be fantastic. Now, YouTube, now is not a good time to insert an ad. It's never a good time to insert an ad. Never. I wonder. One track to service to a unit in service, but never remaining service time is increased. Ooh, that is potentially amazeballs. If I get the correct things for the combo, that is, which so far I'm not being particularly lucky with. I wonder how much. Okay, you know what, chat? Screw you. Or not chat, actually. See, chat is immune to this. Chat will have no ill effects of this whatsoever, but you poor bastard who watched this later, well, you just had to watch an ad because of that. Blame you too. I wonder how much extra money you do make by just spamming ads everywhere. Enough channels do it, so surely it must be beneficial, right? No, it wasn't Iron Army. It wasn't Iron Army either, Alex Adams. It was, Yugura? Was it Yugura? I think it was something with you. It was the dog girl. Different card, heal all out for 2. Drugstore is pretty good, but I gotta re-roll for the combo. So I still didn't get. Eat my ass. Well, apartment house. Brotherhood isn't bad, but only if I can get the combo. Let's get an apartment house. I need that caravan leader. That's the big deal I need. It's the big deal. Rambam 3000 says, she needs to listen to Dan Carlin's Supernova in the West about Japan and the Pacific War. I've been told that many times now, and maybe I will, but it's like, I want to, as much as possible, avoid foreign influence, shall I say, in my own thought process. Like, I don't want to just be Dan Carlin 2, you know? I want to have something that I've made that is specific to me and my own thoughts as much as possible. And obviously you're going to have to read other people's work to develop your own opinions because you need to get the information from somewhere. But I try to avoid content creators. Yukikasa, was it? Yudachi. Was it Yudachi? I think it was Yudachi. I think it might have been Yudachi. Oh god, yeah, this, oh my Jesus, yeah, look at that flank fucking collapse. The extra 10% damage increase to enemy units is, pain, muy pain. Out of all of the modifiers I've got on this difficulty, that is probably the one that's boning me the hardest. Because, that destroyer survived some ridiculous shit. There was also, Japanese Destroyer Captain is the name of the book that the captain of that ship wrote. It's very fascinating and is one of very, very few actual books written by a Japanese soldier during the war, because there is a bit of a culture of shame around that. You know, you are the defeated side. You shouldn't be telling your side of the story. You lost, goddammit. You know, what do you have to add to anything? That was the Japanese point of view for a very long time, and still is to an extent today. See, Noble is not a bad card, but it's pointless on its own, frankly. I'm tempted to delete grain, but we'll just get another house. Houses are money and rat citizens, and I need a lot more rat citizens. Little house on the rat prairie. I need more military card, video game. Give me more military cards. Tamaichi Hara. I believe that might be it. It, yes, because I think his last name was Hara, was his surname. Yes, I think that might have been him. Tamaichihara. Very interesting read. Especially as he's kind of looking at the Japanese destroyers versus the American ships, and noting that the Japanese were way better. Like, the Japanese were way better destroyer captains. On general, their destroyers, too, were better ships. They knew better how to utilize their torpedoes. They knew how... Oh, God, right. That's right. It's these furries, isn't it? I need to be a bit more careful about my wall over here, because... yeah, with the rams. I need a second defensive wall, so I can build another one over there in case this one gets bloody ram-yeeted. That is a valuable reminder for myself. I really need that caravan leader. Otherwise, keeping up the defense is going to be really goddamn difficult. Territory expansion, well, that's a good one. That comes at a good time. That will give me the next wall I so desperately and urgently require. Should have played pottery first. I keep forgetting that. And house, and please give me a caravan leader. None of these caravan leaders. Eat my ass. Whenever a service is over. See, that one's good too. That one's actually very good. Normally I would be jumping for joy for that one, but... I need the caravan leader. And I don't get him. I do not get him. Eateth my dicketh again. I need that merchant booth too. That's not going to give it to me. Might as well get the house, I suppose. Bon Voyant says, fun fact, I'm from FDR's hometown. They are trying and failing to keep it low how it was when he was around. I imagine, yes. FDR. Bad boy. Very bad boy. The American torpedo, to be fair, the American torpedoes didn't work, says Alex Adams, so that gives the Japanese destroyers a significant advantage. Oh yeah, in terms of torpedoes, the Japanese were hilariously superior, and would remain so throughout the war, as the Japanese oxygen torpedo, the Long Lance, was an incredibly good torpedo. Remarkably good. Remarkable fucking torpedo. But the Japanese also developed a tremendous amount of torpedo doctrines, like how they were supposed to aim and fire the torpedoes. Tamaichi Hara, I believe, actually... he rewrote the manual on how to fire torpedoes, because the original idea was that they would fire, like, huge salvos at fairly close range. And the problem with that was that you couldn't get that close. By the time you'd made your computations and you were running towards the enemy, like, it was already too late. You either had to fire, like, massive spreads from long range and hope for the best, or you had to, like, suicide ram, retardo close and fire. Those were the only options to get decent hit ratios, particularly against maneuvering targets as well. The Japanese should have copied the Germans' early prototypes of homing torpedoes. They even had acoustic homing torpedoes, which were really cool. Their effectiveness was derpy, but they did have them. The American torpedoes, meanwhile, were complete and utter garbage, and in large parts due to the military-industrial complex. You see, the people designing the torpedoes, they knew they were shit, but they refused to admit it, because if they admitted it, they might lose their lucrative contracts. And the American torpedoes weren't just bad, like, they were useless. There were so many problems. The trigger system, for example, so there was a little thing at the end which was supposed to set off the torpedo when it hit something. So there'd be a thing and it would deform and that would set off the torpedo. Boom. Okay. Nice and simple system. There were even originally magnetic torpedoes for the Americans too, which were completely garbage. To the point where many submarine captains just turned it off or jury-rigged them against express instructions as well, mind you, to not do this. To turn it off and just use impact detonators. But even the impact detonators, some of them were so bad that the entire torpedo head would deform on impact. Like, the torpedo tip would be crushed, and still the impact detonator wouldn't go off. They were unbelievably bad. There was one case where a torpedo, a submarine I mean, It fired a full spread against a merchantman. And a full spread, basically, you're guaranteeing 2 misses, because it's to take into account maneuvers on the target's part. Card upgrade. That would be nice, because it's actually 5 seconds, which doesn't sound like much, but it's kind of crucial right now. And it fired a full spread, so it hit the ship with 2 torpedoes. Nothing happens. They were both failed dud torpedoes. So the merchantman hadn't noticed it was under attack, and so the submarine was like, okay, well, fuck. Ooh, Golden Tower. That one's really good. Still no bloody. I need that. I need that fucking caravan, dude. So the ship reloaded, fired another volley of torpedoes. 2 more torpedoes hit. 2 more duds. At which point, the captain pretty much just wrote in his logbook, just like, I'm giving up and going home. And so he did. Yeah, no, the American torpedoes were hilariously bad. Just absolutely ludicrously bad. And it's definitely saved a lot of Japanese tonnage. It didn't save the Japanese merchant fleet, though, which was already way too small for requirements already, but the the American, submarine campaign definitely didn't help. I should be checking for the caravan card and those things. I must remember that. No. The torpedoes. It was done by it was overseen by the U.S. Military Ordnance Board. They were also a bunch of the people who refused to have them redone, but much like everything else, it was given out to contractors. That's who actually made the torpedoes. But the expansion. That's very tempting, but that means cutting myself off from a lot of advancements, though. Screw it. It's too good not to. Yeah. Level 2 Golden Tower is actually really, really good. Especially on a flank that is already starting to look mighty dodgy. Yeah. Screw playing optimally. Let's just survive for the moment. Need a level up. Barn, apartment house. No, still nothing. Still nothing. I need that merchant dude so much. I need that caravan guy. We're definitely gonna need to focus more on these. I'm not looking forward to the Ferret boss, which is gonna come in like, well, the wave after this, because that's usually a siege boss, and that'll do horrible things to my already kind of wobbly looking walls. Watch. Jeez. 19 over there, 16 on the other side. Most of which are fucking javelin dudes. Not good. And a night watch over on the other side. And grain. And gather. And a hero power would be really nice right about now. 3 seconds. Okay, that side's holding out relatively okay. Fire 2 golden arrows over there. Actually, I don't need one over there. Rightio, that dealt with it fairly well. Nope, I need drink on that. Guard. Please, good God, Jesus, give me the caravan, dude. No, I'll breed. Breed's really, really good, but I don't know if I'm going to survive this boss wave. Still nothing. Right. But, reconcile is so fucking circumstantial. I gotta keep re-rolling. And I just don't get it. Ay, my dick. Right, let's get a Fletcher. At least that's a semi-permanent military unit. That's something. Breed! Alright, come at me, bro. Actually, I have enough rat citizens this time around. Is it a siege boy? It's a siege boy. Okay, fall back immediately. That's gonna break up my fucking wall in one goddamn hit. Yep. That was the correct choice I made there. Whether or not it'll save me is a very, 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 very good question. I'm not convinced. Alright, get them back. Get the honey drink down. Wait. Can I wait 4 seconds? I'm not sure I can wait 4 seconds. Okay. Do that. Mercenary, Night Watch, Cheese. Immediately redraw, otherwise my ass is grass. Fletcher. Golden arrows. That might just save me. Put the honey drink down. Put the breed down. Yes, I think that allowed me to live. Fucking pump the golden arrows into the bitch. Yes, yes. I believe that has allowed me to survive the pig. Good, good. I wouldn't want to die to a pig. ShadowFox2300 says, check out the History of Everything channel art, specifically on the tin can sailors. Ah, submarines. That's another thing, subject that I do need to cover at some point in history. Yes. See, history is a good thing. Ooh, Golden Tower, that would be nice. I got nothing there. Ironclad. That would be great too, but I would love the Golden Archer. It's such a good card, but I can't renew it effectively, so I kinda can't have it. Right, let's... Oh, it's a fucking rock in the way. It's a fucking boulder in the way. Oh, my ass. Mine ass. And we got lizardmen. Oh god, the lizard people. I would rate my chances at success in this mission at considerably below average. Yes, I would. I mean, colony is nice, but ain't gonna fucking save me here. Yep, colony's nice, but it's a ramping up card, and that is not what I need right now. I need more dudes. See, I've got a lot of javeliners, which is nice because that's a lot of DPS. But the moment I start getting, fire arrowed, that's gonna run out of goodness awfully quickly. I'm cycling through the waves here, something that I don't necessarily is not necessarily a wise thing to do. But it does means I get to take advantage of the golden arrows whilst I have them. That was actually not enough. So these guys don't have the fire arrows, but they do have the spread out arrows, which are not quite as bad, but they're comparably awful. They do hit my, hit all of my dudes, and they might hit my real ranks, and they only need like 2 or 3 of those arrows to wipe out my javeliners, which is not great. Put that on the... There's barely even any mercenaries left over there. Even if I get the caravan guy now, I think it is way, way too late. There he motherfucking is, I knew it. Caravan master, yep. That is mucho too lato. Because what the caravan master does is that every 20 seconds, he adds +3 remaining service time to dudes with service time in the thing. So if you get... What is it? It's... If you get 9 of them, or 7 or 8 of them, I think, you can actually just continuously reset the service time for everyone in the block, which is what makes them so incredibly good. But he might be too late for me to pull off a miracle here. Golden arrows. They also, of course, yeah, it's too fucking late. I got no meat now. Yep, I have no meat, and then, yeah. I can see the writing on the effing wall. Oh, God, I just want to win one. I want to win one. RNG is screwing me out of the wins here. Ass. I wish to win a video game, damn it. The Vortoad, yes. Alright. I need to win one. I gotta win one today. So I'm gonna do one on easy mode. Let's go do one on 5. That's relatively easy mode. And the general. Come on. Gotta win one. Goddammit. The caravan master. If I'd just gotten him earlier. See, that is what makes the merchant actually a really good leader, because most of the time when you keep re-rolling the merchant, you will eventually get the thing, because the only really key core component you need of a good merchant run is the caravan master. If you can get the caravan master, you're pretty good. Like, at that point, you can start building up a huge number of very cheap and very, very good minions. Because everything after that is just grease. Like, the Golden Company Footman, awesome. Golden Company Archer, amazing. Even the Watchman and the Mercenary are excellent troops. But if you don't get that Caravan Master, then you'll be spending a lot of money on a lot of mercenaries who will simply not stick around, and you'll never be able to build up that meat wall you absolutely need. Especially in the higher difficulty, where the enemy just simply does a lot more damage to you. Shoe Market, Watchtower. Aggro. Aggro is an amazing card. The Baroque build for the Merchant, yeah, that was not bad either. The Merchant has a few cards that can basically give you what is essentially infinite money, which is pretty cool. Militia Bow, obviously. Militia Mace, duh. Hunter, too, is great. Militia Shields is not bad either. These are actually really good. I wouldn't have minded First Aid, but I don't think... Actually, no, wait, hold on. 111. If I call that a little bit early, I can afford First Aid too, which is lovely. Right, let's get that out of the way. Let's get a Militia Shields down there. We should definitely get a Hunt up and running, and... I mean, this isn't a big deal, but might as well put it on the guard. Actually, I can't put it on the guard, because I'm about to redo my thing anyways. Really? The Militia Mace loses too. Like the basic is there. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, that's a lovely start. Okay, well, a Militia Bowman will clear them out, surely. At some point. Maybe. There you go. The Hunter is actually a bit in front of the lines. 4 normal enemies, that's not a big deal. We can handle that easily enough. Hit him! You tard! Like, I'm sorry, sir, I'm really retarded. I know this. There's a mace. There's a shield. Hunt to give me a little bit of extra money. The general can ramp really, really quickly with this. I'm tempted to start clearing out the cheese, but I'm going to need some money early game. We need more Lovecraftian games, says Urosim. Yep, I wouldn't mind, I wouldn't mind. Especially since Lovecraft is, of course, now, it's free property. Everyone can use it. Which also means that Wokers can use it and add an entire preface chapter saying, like, look, we don't actually like this guy because he named his cat a spicy word. But we're still going to use his legacy and his universe to enrich ourselves. Like, okay. I mean, lefty gonna lefty, I suppose. Pottery, should have played Pottery first. Gladiator. Gladiator gets really, really good if you can get a medic. Which hopefully I can. Gladiator. Horse meat is edible, Tomoe. That is where you are completely and utterly mistaken, dearie. Oh yes. Horse meat is not only edible, it is goddamn delicious. First aid? First aid. I will be redirecting the chat to Tomoe after this, by the way. I'll probably do this this round, and then I'll Wrap it up. Lose half of your gold. That's fine. I don't have that much gold, actually. Get a card. Militia Maceman. Custom gates. Custom gates. Tasty. Potential. Maybe. March? March is such a circumstantial card, but if you don't have it, you're going to be really sad you don't have it, but the Militia Mace is such a great unit. Here comes the Merchantman, as I am, of course, flat effing broke. Lovely. Oh, okay. Can you give me anything? No, you really goddamn can't. And that's terrible, because Protect would be amazing. Ah, my god, can I? Okay. No, I can. There, Protect. Fantastic. Fantastic, because Protect gives access to extra rat citizens, which is absolutely key and crucial in any military deck. Let's try and build up a tiny bit more of a bank, shall we? Well, that didn't succeed. Come on, my minions, kill the fat zombie first. Otherwise, it'll splooge all over you, and you don't want that to happen, trust me. And go. Protect, definitely. First aid. Hunter. House. Alright, 5 waves in, and I'm being optimistic. Horse meat with melted cheese. I don't know. Horse meat is best enjoyed with cold stuff. Cold potatoes. Yes, cold potatoes. No, not cold meat with warm potatoes. Excuse me, cold potatoes. Jesus Christ, that's awful. With an egg, scrambled eggs. English. Scrambled eggs too go excellently with it. Yes, delectable. Not gonna be able to play the house right now. That one cheese is completely pointless. Put down some more Militia Macemen. We do need a lot more DPS up here in the forward ranks, but it's Assault Captain. The move towards an enemy. Ooh, maybe. Legendary card? No, Academy. Academy is too good not to have. I haven't gotten a single wall yet, I noticed. That's a bit of an issue. Small problemo, in my opinion. Since I haven't actually been able to expand anywhere. Thus, I'm not going to have any room for the Academy, so it's probably just going to be a giant dead fat card in my hand. First aid. Danger. Bow. Hunter. Protect. Protect is such a good card. It's a labor, so it takes a while to pop, but it's just like 2 rat citizens and 16 bucks for 3 rat citizens if no allies are dead for 40 seconds. Now, you should play that a bit more carefully than I am currently playing it, because I'm kind of just throwing it out, which it's probably going to bite me in the ass here now, unless I kill that thing awfully quick, which I did. Can I squeeze in the Academy here? Well, no, I can't. I can't really afford it. But if you play it a pinch more strategically than I do, and I fucked it up there, yep, like I said, then it's an excellent card. Jesus Christ, really? How do they do that much damage? Have they just nerfed the military leader? It feels like it. I feel like they didn't used to take this much of a beating. Little house. God, I really need some expansion cards at some point. First aid, militia bowman, guards, house, grain. Yes. See, sometimes those are great. Most of the time, they're awesome. And some of the time, they're awful. In fact, most of the time, probably. 1 gold for every heal HP. Ah, a defensive wall finally. Can't afford anything else. I think I probably need to be buffing these bastards some more. So we've got 8 over there. Okay, I'm also starting to get more of them leveled up, which is very nice, very nice. Ooh, don't have any money. Oh, now that I start killing something, I'm going to get a lot more money very soon, which is going to be used to enhance my front lines. There we are. Much better. Bounty level up. I would love to put down a defensive wall, but can't quite afford it. Aggro, need more bounty. Always need more bounty. Continuously need more bounty. And I'm out of money again. At least my deck is so goddamn small, the defensive wall will be reshuffled fairly quickly. Danger. Escher. Hunter. And a single lonely cheese card, which is utterly and completely useless to me. You'd think the rats would be happy to get any cheese, no matter the quantity, but you would be very much so mistaken by this assumption. I am never going to put down an economy because it's too goddamn expensive. Right, hunt. That should give me actually a pretty decent payoff right now, I'm hoping. Maybe it'll be enough to even give me an idea of if I actually put down the academy. Yes, it will. I can, so I should. 300 gold. Leader level, unless there's something great here. Combat match. 30% of maximum attack group. That would be great if I had a healer. Actually, it could still be great with... Yeah, no, that is still potentially awesome. That is still potentially tremendous value for the investment. Let's get it. I'm sure inflicting 30% damage onto my own minions occasionally is not going to end up biting me in the ass at all. Absolutely not. Oh God, I'm about to get a boss wave. Really want to play the Protect. Are my units tough enough to survive a... probably not. No, probably not. Aggro, definitely. Mace, mace, shield. Okay, we're starting to get some proper macemen up, which is amazing, because the macemen, of course, stun dudes, which is an incredibly powerful attack in this game. Actually, it's a... Oh, no. I think I just lost one of them there, so I would have... What? Oh, yeah, the spit must have hit it. Alright, fair enough. Yep, I would have lost one anyways. Ah, defensive wall. Perfect. 3 random building cards. Oh. I thought that was the other thing. Very, very silly of me. No, 3 housing cards. I don't even know how many economy decks I have in my decks. That seems like a silly risk right now. Protect. Let's try and get that out of the way and see if we can't get something out of it. Play the danger card. Defensive wall. Courtyard is pretty good. Let's banner rants. Banner rat is not the best thing in the world, but it's certainly not the worst thing in the world either, so we'll take it. Alright. Not enough gold, really? There we go. Alrighty then, now we can get a house. Probably the best thing. And hopefully I can actually get the Protector proc this time. That would be adorable, wouldn't it? Train on 2 cards. Oh, the ferrets. The fucking ferrets. God does hate a ferret. God truly does hate a ferret. It is true. You can ask him yourself. He will answer honestly. House. Rescue. Rescue is also really good. Let's get rescue. I need more money. I need economy cards. Could you give me an economy card? You can. You can give me an economy card. I'm very grateful for that. It's only a current bounty, which isn't the best thing in the universe, but it's not terrible. So the Bannerat gives additional speed to adjacent allies, which is potentially great, but you can also see he has 0 attack, which makes him not quite so great. It actually makes him a big fucking detriment to everyone involved, yes. Call that wave a little bit early so I can build another house. I can also then play a hunt. And once ferrets start dying, I can put down some mace rats to make it more effective to kill the ferrets. There. Lovely. Now, if I could just get a medic. Demolition. Nah. If I could get a medic, then I would be very happy. First aid. House. 2 more archers. One over there. Play a rescue card. One over there. Every butterfly will click. Best Skaven strategy ever, running away. Correct, chat. It is a potential valuable usage of it. Unironically, since there are cases in this game where you actually do want to run the hell away. The fucking ferrets and their stupid battles. I do hate their ridiculous battles, because their ridiculous battles pretty much always get 1 kill, which makes Protect a lot less useful. Click the butterflies for 100 gold. Oh, that's a boss wave. Well, I'm probably not gonna pull that one off then, am I? Probably not, no. Nope. First aid. Actually, I should have used combat match first. That was stupid. And a treasure quest. Treasure chest. Ratifract. Ratifract is not bad. 50% bounty. Dark Knight. Dark Knight's very expensive. Let's get the Ratifract. I've got a pretty damn good amount of rat citizens right now, so we can kind of risk it. We also got level 3 Enhance, which is not too bad. Ooh, definitely boost that now. Yes, hammerers. Yes, yes. AoE attack. Delicious. That's what you like to see. Now, if you, Mr. Merchant, could please give me a medic. Medic? None of these look like medics to me. Yeah, none of these look like medics to me. I'll take that. I'll take the defensive wall and roll the dice on a medic. Cavalry. That's fucking worthless. That is actually completely and utterly useless, and I am deeply ashamed of you and your family. I'll put down the banneret. Well, I had a lot of money for about 2 seconds there, and the Ratifract. The Ratifract does look pretty adorable because he's riding, of course, an enormous armored duck. As you would expect rats to do, because rats, much like slugs, have a deep and unyielding bond of friendship and symbiotic relationships with ducks. Yes. Shield rat. Shield rat is not a bad idea. Cavalry is awful because its only redeeming quality is fast move speed. So, like, basically, theoretically, if you had a lot of cavalry, you could create kind of like a quick reaction force, I suppose, but that's going to require a lot of cavalry. Like a ridiculous amount of cavalry, actually. Leader level. House. See, I'm going to play that because I'm going to get a heal ability there. See, told you. I knew I was going to get that. Got a T. Alright, alright. I'm building up a halfway decent-sized army. I'm not too unhappy with that so far. Defensive wall. Rescue. Dice. You lose all your gold. No, I'll take the faster wave cycle, frankly. Hold out for this wave to be done, then we'll do Protect. Gladiator, Hunter. Ah, damn it. I keep forgetting what my fucking ability does. And then we'll play Protect. None of these things are medics. The horn isn't awful, but it's not great either. Actually, I shouldn't have played that, because I just risked screwing over my Protect, but through sheer retarded luck, I didn't. If you don't have skill, then stupid, dumb luck will have to suffice. We shall not play the danger cards right now, considering I've still got the protect running, and especially not as a boss wave is on the way, so we'll just have to keep those in the hand for now. As we put down that, and yet another house. I have been blessed with a lot of houses this run, which I'm quite happy about. The fuck are you doing over there? I thought you were supposed to be over there. God damn it. Hunt. Hold on to the drainage car for just a little moment longer. Those goddamn seashells blocking all of my ranged attacks. Most annoying. Most perturbing. There, that should be good enough. Then we just kill those. And build another wall. The ferrets do indeed use cannons. It's a fairly common occurrence for ferrets to use heavy artillery. Please give me a medic. Arena. See, arena's fucking great if you've got a medic. I do not have a medic. Merchant, have you come to bring me a medic? No. No, you have not. Peace is not bad. Plaza and smithy and house is not bad. Those are all wonderful things. I really should be stacking all of the artifacts on one side for maximum AoE. So let's do that. Dice. Guarantee. Hunter. Come on, my little ratafracts. You must go over there where you will be maximum useful. Got 15 guys over on that side. 21 guys over on that side. Right, okay. Well, we'll get the smithy down first. And peace should be... Oh, no. Yep, glad I didn't play that. Kill the barrel before the barrel kills you. There. Now I'll try to get a piece. Another house. I do get plenty of houses, which is nice. Another plaza. Might as well try to play the protect. Would love to use the combat matches, but... no dice. I feel like I haven't gotten a lot of archers so far, which makes me a little bit sad. Oof, only 11. Jesus Christ, yeah, I definitely need to focus on this flank. I'm betting you that what just happened was that a bunch of my guys just ranked up, and when they ranked up, they get turned back into cards in your hand, and... yep, militia maces, longbow rats. Yep, I'm thinking that is exactly what happened there. And that, of course, can end up severely weakening your defenses at a very inopportune moment, as it kind of did just there. Militia bow, shield, longbow rat. And I should get enough for the arena as well, which I do. Again, the arena would be fantastic because it boosts everyone's damage, but again, it also costs you 30% of your hit points, and without any good way to heal, yeah, it's kind of shit, isn't it? Come on, merchant. You gotta come back to me. And you gotta bring some goddamn effing medics. I need women, goddammit. That's what I need. I need female rats to satisfy my urge for healing. It's the only way. Jeez. Only women rats can heal. It's a common knowledge. Did we get the piece off, by the way? I hope so. Bow. Rescue. do need to keep an eye on this flank too, unless a lot of these guys start ranking up and then all of my defenses disappear suddenly and painfully. Archer? Hunter? Mace Rat? Buddy over there. Play the danger cards. Delete a card? I might... Delete grain. I'd like to just cycle my military dudes faster. Smithy available. Ooh, shouldn't have done that. Should have waited. Should have waited just a moment. No, don't upgrade the danger card. Oh, it means one elite enemy. I don't know if that's actually better. 2 random cards if no one else are dead. That's not bad either. There's a lot of good options here, honestly, to upgrade. The Cataphract, always good to upgrade, obviously, because he packs a punch. Not sure. Not certain. Let's upgrade Peace, because Peace could allow me to upgrade more cards, which will be better in the long run, obviously. Camp. I mean, it's something. Gosh, bleeding, god damn it. Still nothing. Still no healing. One more there. And since we're about to get hit by a boss... Actually... Archers. Archers always do very well with extra damage because, of course, they can always shoot. Build another defensive wall. Plonk down a camp. Play the danger card before the boss arrives. And focus yet further defenses on the right flank. I popped that hunt way too early because I thought for some reason that it was a hunter. Pottery, arm, shield, rat, guard, guarantee, money, 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 money. Upgrading feet. Oh, you never know. You know, feet could require upgrading. I hear that it's a very popular category on OnlyFans. In fact, yes, only feet. You can find Discordia on only feet. You might even be able to find Tomoe on only feet, though I suppose that would be only hooves in her case. Disgusting though that may be. Slackers must be disciplined. Yes, let's just kill a bunch of my dudes for some reason all of a sudden. Why not? Attack speed to all combat buildings. I mean, that sounds great until you realize they don't have any. Lowest HP target. I mean, that's theoretically decent. And I do love the cover art, but no, that's awful. Each enemy death. That one's good, but it's very expensive. God damn it. I need the healer, damn you. Play the danger card. Play that. And another cataphract, or Ratropolis. We are not going to activate the arena because I really can't take 30% hit point damage right now out of nowhere. It's a terrible idea. Another house. We have been blessed with houses. I do enjoy that. Shield rat and more guards. Tomoe Toe Pixiv. I did hear that Pixiv was re-evaluating that retarded little rule thing of theirs too. I might be able to survive a basic attack without casualties. So they were no longer going to just stop the selling of stuff like lolly and bestiality, which is what they were threatening to do initially. They were also threatening to start restricting people from even making it, which I am fundamentally opposed to. But instead, they were going to just put in place further restrictions on, well, you know, repeat offender accounts, because the whole issue was that people were actually selling genuine kiddie porn via Pixiv, which, unsurprisingly, Pixiv was not particularly happy with, for fairly good reasons, let's be honest. Like, if there is one reason to infringe on artistic creativity, at least in part, that might be it. Shields and aggro. How's this flank doing? 25. Good, good, good. Feet of a noobs, hooves of a culture. Oh, Jesus. You never know what chat might open his mouth and say. Yay, I survived. Oh, God, the fucking fish people. I do hate the fish people. None of these are useful. Well, just let me move through my deck faster, I guess. Cycle through it more rapidly. I mean, army's nice, but I've really only got our militia mace there, so... Those stuns are saving the day. Oh no, I was supposed to know the Ratropolis dead? No, there's 5 of them over there. Excellent. That would have been an incredible hand to play train on. I feel like Warrior Rat's more RNG than most other leaders has coconut tackle. Really? I feel like he's actually one of the least RNG ones, actually. Like, yeah, you do need rat citizens. That's the thing. You've got to get a good amount of rat citizens, because if you don't, then you're dicked. Then you're really dicked. If you can't get a good way to build up Ratians, you're not going to get a military. And if you're not going to get a military, you're not going to get, you know, your means of conducting offense at all, which is very ass. You do kind of rely on getting some sort of healing up and running, though, which I so far have not been getting, which is a pain in the ass, because it denies you a lot of, We'll try peace. It denies you a lot of synergy with the training things, because almost all of the training things ends up hurting your guys, and hurting your guys a lot too, like 30% less hit points. That's not a casual thing. That's not a, it's a little problem. It's actually a pretty goddamn fucking big deal. Permanent +6 attack, 24 max HP, +2 requires for random military card in hand. Heroify might be good now, because I am actually kind of swimming in money, so we'll do that. There's still no healing. God damn it. At least like a healing tent, at least. Please, video game. Like, if that get put on the banner rat, that's kind of pointless. Of course it gets put on the fucking banner rat. Well, it's stats, I guess. Right, Smith is available. Yeah, a bigger, better Ratafract is pretty good. Because if you can get enough Ratafracts to the point where they just all hit at once, and they hit so bloody hard they basically wipe out waves, oh, that is delicious. 29 over there. 26 over there, right, so we do need to focus a bit more on this flank. Is Art winning yet? I mean, I'm on wave 22 and I'm feeling like I'm doing alright. Oh god, do I wanna... I really don't. I really don't. I really don't. No, it's retarded. No, don't play that thing. It's awful. Do not play that thing. It is sucky wucky. Ah, fuck. They've got the Sirens. Yeah, right. That's what they've got. Yeah, the Sirens are a big pain in the ass for a military deck, because they put all of your units to sleep, and look how they wipe the yeah. Of course it had to be the fish people. Yeah, I'm fucked again, aren't I? I forgot about the goddamn Sirens. Yeah, I was like, well, I'm doing fairly well. Then it's like, oh, right, there's a unit that disables literally every single solitary one of my fighters. Yeah, there's that. Oh, I was doing good. Yeah. Yeah. They also have constant free unit spawns too that are ranged attacks, just in case that wasn't cancerous enough. And they kind of keep your archer dudes in a constant lock, which is great. I don't have the range either to deal with that, I don't think. Let's cycle the deck even faster and hope to God that something changes. That is the extent of my plan right about now. Actually, I should have played Heroify there. Yeah, I'm pretty much nuking the basic waves now, but those Sirens will probably be the death of my ass. Is there anything worthwhile to upgrade? Combat match, does it decrease the... no, it does just as much damage. Well, that's not much of an upgrade, is it? Upgrade the longbow rats. You can see that now that they've been leveling up, their stats are getting to be absolutely ridiculous, but of course if they're all asleep, then their stats really do not matter. By Jesus, why will you not give me healing? Rat Frack, hammer. I can probably play peace now and get away with it, maybe. Bannerat is actually useless. Because I could make it, I could like move away, but I'll still get me with a song. Yeah, they don't have the range to hit that. So all I'm doing by doing that is letting them gang up on me. Yeah, that's a terrible idea. But also, if they break through that, then all of my dudes are going to get hunted down and slaughtered for a very long time, which also sucks a tremendous goddamn deal. Yeah, I'm just going to have to focus as much firepower that is humanly possible to hopefully be able to nuke down enemy Sirens on both flanks. That's going to have to be my hope. Dreadfully weak one, though it might be. Luckily, there's not that many of the Sirens that spawn, so I might have a chance. This flank has been critically weakened, hasn't it? Right, well, give up that wall, because that is not going to hold out against another attack. Monster Hunter is not bad. She's not bad right now at all. Another Ratafract, that gives me 8 on that flank, which is pretty good. That's a lot of damage and a lot of knockback. Keep cycling that goddamn deck. Still no healing. Eat my ass, video game. Militia Bowman, I mean, it's a thing and I will certainly take it, but it's not the thing I would have wanted. 26 guys. Boss wave incoming. God help me, if the ultimate boss of this level is the sleep crab, I am going to cry, because I am going to die if it is. Because I don't think the military leader really has much in the way of an answer to the sleep boss. Let's see... yeah. Monster Hunter. That'll give him a pretty ridiculous attack stat if I can get him on the board. Which I can. Let's put him down there. Heroify the Bannerat again. That is the most heroic... oh my god. Okay, right. Nuke, 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 nuke. Nuke, 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 nuke. God damn it. She started singing immediately. Nuke, 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 nuke. There you go. Oof. Alright. There's enough nuke on this flank to at least possibly murder them. Right. Hold on the peace card. I'll play those two, might as well right now. And... try the piece. 1 fraction every constructed building. Fortress! Yes, 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 yes. That might save my butter. It might save my bacon. Over here or over there? Over here. That might save my bacon. Keep forgetting my trainer! Monkey D Nice. Japan perhaps does nukes by you. Monkey D Nice says Japan perhaps deserved the nukes, but USA forcing feminism was too far. That is true. Heroify. Buff them up even further. Buff them up even further. There you go. That's 2 heavy-duty statted dudes right there. Trainin says the problem with inventing a universal alternative meat substitute is what do we do with all the domestic animals? Because we cannot let them go feral. Well, we'll eat them all. Done. Like we'll just eat absolutely every single last one of them, and there you go. We should probably keep a couple in a museum somewhere just to be like, if we run out of meat substitute, we can get something else going. Oh, Jesus Christ, that damage. Am I running out of meat over here? Yeah, I am. I'm running out of meat over here pretty quickly. I do have a lot of range DPS still going. Redraw time, undoubtedly. Again, without the healer, I am just too fucking vulnerable to just the constant little nabbing, stabbing pains of everything. Might as well. Alright, wave 27. Alright, keep cycling that deck. Keep cycling that goddamn deck. Faster and faster and faster. Keep spinning, spinning, spinning. Hooray, hooray. Keep upgrading my longbowman. Keep putting down even more fucking shit. Even more shit, even more dudes, ever more fighters, even more soldiers, ever more angry rats to murder the ferret fuckers before they kill me. Come on, give me a bunch of military cards. Kinda. Alright. I need more over here, though. I badly need more over here. I'm not going to get off a piece right now. Maybe in a few seconds, though. If only I had healing. If I had healing, I'd be pretty goddamn confident right now, but since I don't have it, like, you can see the attrition just mount up and mount up and mount up and mount up. Yeah, that's that way. That one down by 10 dudes. Still no healing. Sweet baby Jesus. Frankly, upgrading isn't even really that useful anymore. Throw out the cheese card. Just cycle that deck. Just cycle that motherfucking deck faster and faster. Let me guess. Healing? No. No. Still no healing. Fuck me. Violently. Well, first aid, it's healing of a sort. It's healing of a sort, indeed. We've got 10 Ratrofracts over here now. There's a lot of damage and a lot of knockdown. The problem is, of course, when they do their charge, they're then spent for quite a while, and they're not going to do anything else, which means they're great for nuking stuff down, but you need so many of them to be able to nuke effectively. So many of them. Did I miss a healer 2D traders pack? If I did, I am very, very sad. Gladiator, cavalry, just everything on the board. I'm actually starting to run out of ranch citizens, which is good. Like, I just need more. I just need more, goddammit. I just need fucking more. More. Must nuke more lizards. I hate their ability to free spawn little dudes too, because it really reduces the usefulness of the longbowman. Oh goddamn, they're too far away. Eh. Should have used that first. Because normally the longbowman can actually hit that wall, which is excellent, but since they do the free spawns, they throw the free spawns over the effing wall. Okay, last effing wave, right, okay. Gather everything up. Gather everything up. Gather everything fucking up. I should have used that again. I keep fucking using that one. More rats for the meat grinder. Yes, chat, more rats. Throw them in the meat grinder. One day, when they will all die. One day they will all be dead, and that will be a happy day. Oh, actually, I was correct in waiting. That was a great... Oh, do arm as well. Yep. Everything. Throw everything at them. Choke them in the bodies of our slain rats. More. Forevermore. Always more. There we are. We are finally out of rats. We are finally out of rat citizens. Oh, it's the sleep crab! Oh, fuck my face. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, genuinely no. Oh, genuinely no. Oh, genuinely no. Oh my Jesus. Okay. Right. Alright, I moved the longbowman back. I just need to nuke. That's all I need to do. I just need to nuke and die slowly. That is all. I just need to nuke and die slowly. This is all. The slower you die, the greater our chance of living. Fuck you, sleep crab. Fuck you so very much. Oh, zombies. Great. Just die. Just die. It's all I ask of you. I just need you to die. Yes, come a little closer. Come on. Need you in longbow range. There you are. Oh god, I think I've done it. I've done it. There we go. Choking the Ferret with the bodies of our dead has finally achieved victory. Oh, over the ground meat patties of our predecessors will we finally march to fucking victory. There we go. There we go. Death. Death is the answer. Tremendous quantities of death will solve every problem. I told you we would win today. I told you. Aye. Sweet baby Jesus. I'm unreasonably happy about that. I even had to lower the difficulty to do it. But I won. I have achieved victory. I have experienced the sweet, sweet taste of victory. Thank heavens. Glow in the Dark says, meat substitutes would be okay, but like with other things, we lack knowledge of how the body works. We take meat out of our diet completely, it may cause a deterioration of humans as a species. It might, but so long as we turn into rats and can choke our subterranean, or aquatic in this case, foes with more and more body parts and limbs tune off, then that is all we require. That is all we need for happiness. Aye. Oh, that was a happy ending, wasn't it? I think that was a pretty happy ending myself. I believe that was a good thing. That was a good thing. Let's see. That fucking horse. Oh no, there she is. I was about to say, like, that goddamn equine piece of shit. It's failed to set up the redirect again, but no. It's just that she is literally just using the Doom image with no additives whatsoever for a thumbnail. Horse. Get a frame. Like, look at Rosa next to you, okay? Rosa has a custom thumbnail, all right? Even Dev, that lazy fat Canadian piece of shit, has some customization on his thumbnail, okay? You must do better. Better, Horsey. Better. Right, we have raged at Horsey for a little bit now, as it deserves. Right, thank you all very much for watching. It has been a blast. Thank you all for your super generous donations as well, and I will redirect the stream to Tomoe, as I promised her, to help out the poor Horsey grow. The poor Horsey still hasn't been able to set up our donation links, by the way. Keep that in mind. But I'm sure Horsey will have super chat soon as well. That'll be great. And next week, I'm probably planning like 3 streams, because there's Dwarf Fortress, which I'm obviously going to play, duh. There's Ixion, which is a Startopia spiritual successor, definitely going to play that, and Knights of Honor 2. So we've got lots and lots and lots of games to play coming up, and that'll be fucking awesome. Okay, and it's time for me to go get a pastry. Have a good night.